Hey everyone, I hope that you can hear me. This is the first time I'm doing Facebook Live. I'm really excited. I am also just kind of figuring it out so I can see I have a fun little glare here, but that's okay. So I was going to actually share a post on Facebook today because it is Chiropractic's 122nd birthday today. It's Founders Day. And 122 years ago, Dee Dee Palmer gave the first chiropractic adjustment and restored hearing. That's pretty cool, right? So I thought it would be a great day to quickly share what my story is. And I did not fall into chiropractic with this amazing chiropractic miracle story. I actually just was in a car accident in the middle of the day after high school. My car was hit by a driver and it flipped twice. And I was taken in an ambulance to the emergency room. Now that all sounds really, really crazy, but I actually was able to get away with just a couple of stitches in my elbow from the glass. But before then, I'd never even heard of chiropractic. And I just happened to be lucky enough that my mom at the time was working with someone who had just graduated from chiropractic school, and he couldn't believe that I had been taken from the car in an ambulance to a hospital and never actually had my spine x-rayed to see if anything was wrong, if everything was okay, since, my car flipped twice. So it was the first time I was taken to a chiropractor, and was the first time I learned about what chiropractic philosophy even was. And he was kind enough to share with me that the brain and the nervous system control absolutely everything in the body, and the body is self-healing, self-regulating, and self-healing and self-maintaining. There we go. I'm tired, man. It's 5 o'clock. I've worked really hard today. But so that's the chiropractic philosophy, and it's such a simple philosophy, and it was the very first time that a philosophy of a profession lined up with my philosophy about life. I don't know about you, but for me, I grew up with this faith, this belief that our bodies were designed perfectly and that we shouldn't require the needs of any healthcare practitioner to keep us healthy. And that includes chiropractors, right? And so I only went to chiropractic school with this knowledge of the philosophy of chiropractic, and I didn't really know about the everyday practice of chiropractic. And it wasn't until I got there that I learned about maintenance adjustments and all these other things that I know a lot of the general public has, a confusion about, but I had that same confusion too. So it wasn't until I learned about upper cervical work, which is what I practice now, where I was able to learn about how you can go to a chiropractor and use science and technology to get checked and see if you actually need an adjustment. And so that worked really well with my philosophy, because while I believe that we were born, with this perfect design and that we're self-healing and self-regulating, I also have this really true realization that happens for me. It's very cool. I get the chills every time I explain it to somebody as well. You got to have this amazing moment when you realize that you yourself and the chair that you're sitting at and the desk that you're using, they're all made of atoms, and that's science. And when you can use the science to help have a holistic view of how the body functions, then you're able to combine the two in this beautifully perfect practice, which is great. And so it was the first time I was able to actually go to chiropractic school. I learned about upper cervical work, and I was able to see how I could use something, the technique, the upper cervical technique, to help somebody understand how cool their body was and how well their body could work without doing all this other stuff and without having to get adjusted all the time. And so for me, it really is about getting checked. It's not about getting adjusted. It's kind of like when you go to get a prostate exam or a mammogram or a pap smear, whatever it might be that you happen to go do last. You went in to the doctor, you paid for the test, you got checked, and you honest to God truly hoped nothing was wrong. And it's what I get to do every day when a patient comes in. It's so fun for me, and it's so thrilling to have them have that peace of mind that the body that they have that was designed perfectly is actually working really well, and that they're on track and that they don't need an adjustment. And so for me, it really became about that. And that's what I love sharing with patients every day. I stand for a world where we can live our passions and our purpose all out without that fear of our physical bodies giving up, because we were designed perfectly. So if you know someone who's been struggling with, headaches, neck pain, whatever issues or illnesses or chronic things that might be going on with their life, or they've had an injury, and they want to get checked to make sure that that most important system that's working in their body to help them stay well, to be healthy, to keep adapting to life is working properly, then I would love to help check them. And if you have nothing going on wrong, but you just want to know that make sure everything is working well, then I'm here for you too. So I'm Dr. Nimira. I offer limited adjustments, lasting results, and I would love to help you get checked. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.